Hi and welcome to the race briefing for Fortitude. Over the next 5 minutes I'm going to quickly take you through the course, how the event's going to operate, what you're going to need on the day, so please pay close attention as I quickly run through. Okay, so to start off with, we're going to quickly run through the event village setup and course. So the layout you see in front of you is the one that's in the event guide, and this is the layout for the event. So to start off with, you're going to enter the site here off the A22. You'll come in and you'll follow the signs down to the car parking, which will bring you down this red route here and down here into where we're going to park in the field. So in the field here, you've got the car parking. This is the finish line here, the course coming in this way. The start is down here to pick up the loop again, and our race HQ is down here. Now in this purple area up here, or any corner of this field, is where you can set out for the day. So this is where you can set out your 10 or whatever it is you need. Currently the weather forecast for the weekend is good, so keep that in mind. We don't need anything too serious, but it may be a little bit gusty, so please make sure if you do bring a little shelter with you, you make sure you peg it down properly. So this will be your space. You'll effectively come in here off every lap. You'll then be able to go straight back to your tent. If you need to grab anything from the feed station, this is going to be located down here. There'll be hot water, cold water, and a selection of foods, energy drinks, things like that to help try and keep you going. Toilet's located just down here. So that will keep you going through the event. And then when you're ready to start your hour again, this will be here. So the way the start system is going to work, we're going to be letting you off in groups of 30 every 5 minutes after the hour starts. So on the hour, the first 30 will go, 5 minutes later the next 30, and so on. We're expecting to get you all out over 4 waves. So that should get you all out onto the course. We're currently expecting 120 of you to take part, so that's that 4 waves. So that will get you all off. You'll then follow this blue route down. You'll come down through here, out here before you enter this wood section here. This bit's sort of trail, but we've cut the trail to about 3 meters wide, so there's plenty of room for you to maintain social distancing and pass. You'll follow this section all the way through up here and along here. Then you will come up. Again, this is all trail through to here, and then you're back onto the good tracks. So as you come to this point here, what you will see is you'll be presented with a sign that says blue left and red and black right. So for those of you that are looking to do the 4 and 5 mile loops, you'll then head uphill here. You'll come all the way up this track, and it's a good wide track, all the way up here before coming back down through again a little bit of trail just through these woods here to bring you back to the loop. If you're doing the black, you will then repeat that loop again before then turning right and heading back down. If you're heading red, you'll just head straight back down through here. This is all good tracks, all the way back down here. Then you'll cut down here and into the field to the finish. So that's going to be your course for the day. It's nice and simple. This is all going to be really clearly signposted and marked, so none of you can go wrong on this section. I say that it's all been cut really wide, so it should be pretty obvious the whole way through. Same through this section here. The rest of this, a lot of this is on tracks, so again, you shouldn't be able to go wrong in terms of direction. It'll all be a case of just following our yellow signs, which are clearly marked with our logo. So that's the course. In terms of essential kit for the day, we're going to have to get everybody's space in that in the field. So please make sure you've got something so that you can clearly denote your space. A little pop-up shelter, or equally if the weather's good, if you've got some waterproof bags, you can just put them down on a spot, maybe with a coloured blanket, just so you can easily spot. Think about how you're going to spot your area in the field. Once everyone's settled down and you've done the first hour, I'm sure everyone will know. But just something to think of. Make sure that you bring some layers for the day. The weather, I say the forecast is currently good. It's overcast with some decent weather. Temperatures at around 12-13 degrees, so not too bad. But just bring some layers with you. Make sure you don't get cold between laps. That's the key thing I would say from experience to think about, is if you get back early on that lap, how are you going to keep yourself warm before you go out again? Dry robes are brilliant. Anything like that, fantastic. So think about those two things: how you're going to find your spot, how you're there, and then just think about any kit you particularly want on the day. So any, your creature comforts, anything you might want to eat, just to sort of, particularly for you to keep you going. We have got hot water, so if you want to make pot noodles, that sort of thing. If you want to use your car as your base, that car park is located pretty close. The field is currently good, so even with the heavy rain over the weekend, we should be able to park you up fairly close to where the start and the finish are. So you could use your car as your base if you so want. If you've got camper vans and things that you want to, hole up in during between laps, go for it. We will be calling your laps by colour, so just make sure you listen out. We will have a tannoy, but just make sure you listen out for that key point. Headphones are allowed on course, that's fine. Just please make sure you pay close attention to the marshals as and when you see them, because they may be giving you clear direction. Again, as we know from experience, once you guys have got through those first couple of laps, you'll know where you're going anyway. So just particularly for those first couple of laps, make sure you pay close attention. If you've got any particular questions, just drop us an email. We'll be happy to answer them back to you. And yeah, look forward to seeing you all on Saturday. Have good race prep.